see if I can do it from my own end. So you see that um, DocuSign has really, really dominated our ecosystem, and even in Africa, there hasn't been anybody that has thought it wise to build on that industry. Everybody's doing fintech, this, that, this. But when it comes to data management, document management, document tracking, there's nobody. I was trying to write a pitch to one firm like that, and literally I couldn't find anybody that is building something like this when it comes to document. So that's what we are doing. We are actually doing it specifically to focus on Africa, even though I'm a marketer. I'm a full stack marketer. So of course, I'm going to shoot outside Africa, but my main focus would be African businesses. But of course, we are also accepting clients from outside Africa. So when you look at what you're seeing on the dashboard now, you notice that this is like what the whole team is going to look like after we're done. So it's going to be like a deal management app where you can, close deals, sign documents, and all of that. Um, so it's going to contain. So if you look closely here on this plus button, you see that it has contracts, presentations, deal pages, and forms and survey. So a business can come on this platform and create a contract and sign documents. What else? Write proposals, create presentations, even set up a deal. So when I say deal, what I mean is maybe a small page that is going to squarely focus on a deal. We're also going to even have stuff like deal rooms, and all of that. I don't want to start going into all the details. So you also have features like forms. The whole idea is to build an ecosystem where transactions happen. Transactions don't just happen also in there; they are also being documented and properly, managed. Let me give you an instance. Um, um, this is just a fiction now. So, but I believe people have such similar stories. So, no, it's not a fiction. It's not a fiction. I think somebody shared this testimony in church one time. One of my pastors. He said that he worked with a real estate company, and he said that sometimes back, I think that was like let's say like 5 years, maybe 10 years ago. One of his clients bought a property in Ikoyi, right, for a very subsidized rate. I think that was like 20 years ago, far back in those days. Then in recent times, that same guy came. He wants to resell the property because he wants to, resell, take the money, buy another property somewhere, and use the money on top to do, business. However, the company that handled that transaction could not find the document of the land. You understand? They could not find the document of the land. So, it got so bad that he was even getting to the point where they are going to start involving lawyer, all those type of things, as though the company wants to scam him. He had to take the thing into the place of prayer. The Holy Spirit was not telling him to do this, try this, find, look, before he was able to get a trail of the documents. Now, imagine if a solution like this is prevalent. I know people like to sign physical documents. I know people like to sign physical documents. I know that for sure. However, even with your physical document, there can be a copy of the digital document. Do you understand? So so imagine if OneDoc was there as of that time, and documents were signed online, with all the proper measures. Which what I mean is with all the proper licenses. So this is another topic that we're going to also discuss maybe one of these days, because for you to sign a document online that will be recognizable in the court of law, it has to have some level of fingerprints, like license. Yes, it's not supposed to just be a technology that just affords you, placing your signature on a document. No, it might not be valid in the court of law. So there are some traces that the document has to carry, some fingerprints, some license. Just the same way you see that on this page now, you see that there is this license here. It's called SSL. So if you go here, it's called SSL. You see the certificate is valid,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you can see that it is issued by. So if you check that, you see that this certificate is issued. You see the fingerprint for this certificate now.
Yes, I can. Yes. Oh, wow. Yes.
So it's issued by an organization, it's valid, and all of that. So we're also going to have all those integrations because we understand that people are going to do sensitive business deals on our platform. So imagine that man now
Mm,
did transactions on our platform, even while they advise their clients to come and sign a physical document, just for backup sake, they had an online document that they forwarded to the man signed, and everything was all intertwined in a system. So whenever they have issue of or have need for to pull back a document, all they just need to do is just to go to the app and just search for the name or search for the name of the customer, and the document appears. So you see, these are the things. That's why
mm.
we are also talking about this one documentation solution. Where we have a centralized document, because literally, I mean, let me even start with you. The document you sent me to sign, the MOU, is a PDF file. You might
Okay.
data if you lost one day.
No, why would it get lost? I can save it in my Google Drive now.
Yeah, of course you can save it in your Google Drive, but what I mean is, how do I even paint this picture now? What I mean is, it's scattered around. I know you have other people that you did stuff for. It's scattered
Yeah.
around. Maybe different emails, different conversations.
Yeah.
A lot of the times your Google Drive will get filled up, and you want to do a quick clean. Like today, and I cleaned up my drive. I don't
Yes.
even know the thing that I deleted. Self, I just know that I deleted some things. You know,
Mm,
hair,
yes.
and all of that. So the efficiency to the easiness of signing documents, and all of that. Anyways, DocuSign has been there for a while. So this is what OneDoc is going to be doing eventually in the future. Let me show you something. Okay, let me just quickly go to. Um, so these are all just Figma files, right? So really nothing. So I want to show you. I want to show you something. If you also have any question, you can ask me. Okay, so this is an
Mm,
example of what I want to show you. So I don't know if you can still see my screen, but let me start from this
I
from the
can,
top.
sir.
All right, so you see that this is a document, and you have recipients that
Mm-hmm.
are signing. You have the status of their signature. You have the value of the document, and all of that. So um, when they sign, so you see this is the contract activities. When they sign, you we
Okay.
track the time, the users, the IP, the action, when the person registered, when the invitation was sent, when it was opened, when it was viewed, the
Mm-hmm.
activities,
Mm,
and all of that. So this is like how these things are tracked. you know
mm,
so but
mm.
what we now did was that this product is volume. It's a lot of work. It's almost like building an entire ecosystem, just like Google. All right. We might not be able to achieve that in a short time. So what we did was we picked a tool, which is the presentation, to build on first.
Okay.
So let me go back to my login now. So that one is live now. So we picked a tool, which is the presentation, and we built on it.
Okay.
So that one is live. So that's the one we are trying to push now. I think I sent you the sales page too. So what we are going to be doing
Yes,
subsequently
sir.
is, as we keep building, like the second half of this year, we are going to be releasing the
Mm,
forms, because we understand that for you
yes.
to even close a deal, first of all you need to. I don't know how other people do it, but I mean the standard way is, of course, you pitch, right? You pitch either
Yeah.
via phone call, either via um, physical meeting, either via slides. Then after your pitch,
Mm,
you request for data. So how do you request for this data? You create a form, maybe for briefing. You want your client to brief you more on
mm,
the project. You create a form. That's why you have Google Forms, you have Type Forms, you have Asana Forms. Most of all these guys have their own inbuilt forms. So second half of this year, we're going to be releasing our forms, which is going to also be an interactive form. Remember, while we are targeting everybody, the core focus is Africa, and
Yeah.
the whole idea is for us to help African businesses with their longevity, like help them track their transactions, track their customer lifetime value, centralize their documentations, and all of that. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Uh-huh. So let me log in now. So this is the login page. So users just log in. So I'm showing you this because I know you might need it, when you are creating your content. So this is literally what the OneDoc,
Yes, I do.
yeah. So this is literally what the OneDoc app looks like. Right now, everything you see here is strictly presentation. We actually had to break it into different. We actually had to design it in such a way that like I've shown you the overview, the whole idea. But you cannot even find anything
Mm,
e-sign on this document or on this app at this time now. Because we
okay.
don't want to create an impression of we are not done yet or this is a half done. So we are focusing on something
Yeah.
part time. So every single thing you see here is presentation. So when the presentation is when the forms is live, we'll add it as a button or we'll add it as an add-on. So we have a marketplace where you can come, you can install this particular feature, and you now see the practicality of that feature. So, but let me walk you through the
Mm,
presentation. So, what happens here is normal now. You just create a presentation, an interactive presentation. So while we understand that we have different tools that create presentation, we did something different. We went even a step ahead. So
okay.
so what we did was we now integrated what we would call interactive presentations that allows for businesses to not just pitch but engage their users using interactions, and all. I'm going to show you an example of that. While all these things are fancy things, I don't think they are all just fancy. Start with AI, crypto. They are very nice stuff, no doubt. But I just want
Mm,
to show you the real meat. Do you get?
okay. Yes,
So
sir.
I know you were writing about data driven clinical, all those type of things. So
Yes, sir.
so this is a quick example. So you have a practical view of it. So you create a presentation and you share it. So you can track the visitors, you can track the views, you can track the completion. So completion means, okay, my presentation is 20 pages, and I want to know at what point people drop off. You know,
Okay.
somebody is reading and they drop off at page 10. Why are they dropping off at page 10? Maybe the thing is not converting. So this gives you an overview and a more detailed tracking system. While we are still trying to, there's something we need to fix here. But if I go down this visitors breakdown, you see that every visitor has their breakdown. I believe you use Google Doc a lot. So have you noticed that when you're
Yes,
on a
I.
Google Doc and somebody comes on that Google Doc, you really can't tell who the person is. They will just identify the person with an
Yeah.
animal. They can say I do,
Exactly.
or they can say So that's why you see this is what we call anonymous here. It's not something you can track. The only time you can track an identity is when you share a document with somebody's email specifically.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
so I believe that works with your Google Doc too. So if you add
Mm,
somebody to your document and they view it, you can be able to see their name and see who viewed it, because you can track it. Really, we cannot track all
no,
those.
the name will appear, but it shows that someone is on your documents.
Yes, 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 of
I
course.
don't think the name will- Mm,
Okay. So yeah, so it
mm,
shows that somebody's on your document. However, with OneDoc, when you share, let's say you specifically share a document via email with somebody, you know, um,
mm,
like when you want to share, you added them in the email and you shared it with them. I'll show you how. I'll show you what I mean. So you can be able to see that person's activity, right?
okay.
So then we have what we call response. Response is where you see the
Mm,
engagement on your document. So I'm going to show you a
okay.
practical view of all these things. So we also have projects that are organized in folders because we understand that. Remember, Whatever we say here, remember the overview, remember the holistic idea of the project.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is for businesses to have all their documents centralized. So a business can come and say these ones are contracts, these ones are pitches, these ones are presentations, these ones are this, these ones are that. So that's the idea. An ordinary user might not know what we are about, but as they keep joining with us, they will start to see the whole idea. So that's why you see
Okay.
this folder thing. Then you can also lock these folders. We also design it in such a way that because we have a robust system for teams, so you can also lock these folders.
Mm.
And when you lock them, you can see the padlock. Your teams might not be cannot be able to get into this folder. When they log in, they won't see this thing at all. Even if they see, they can't get in. So as a CEO, there are documents you don't want people to see.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So we also have a robust team system for teams. So you can add managers and members, and each of them have their level of assessment to how they can access the app, what they're able to see, what they're able to
Okay.
not see. You know, um, of course, you can start with AI template or from scratch. Then on the
Yeah.
table here, you can see the project name, the participants of the project, the status of the project. So you can actually create the presentation and set a timeline for it and say, okay, I want this project to just be, I want this presentation to be live after 7 days. Because we understand that people will use this thing
Okay.
for, yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we
Yes,
understand
sir.
that people might use this for different things. So we made a lot of things available. So if you have it on evergreen, that means that there is no deadline on this project. If you have it at expired, that means there is a deadline on this project and it's expired. Had it been it was still active, you could just see 7 days remaining or 5 days, and it's going to be
Mm.
counting down until it gets to zero and it gets to expired. So you have a time
Okay.
sensitive offer, and you send somebody that pitch, and you want to enclose it with a timer. It's available on the app. So I don't know how you want to
Okay.
intertwine these stories in your content, but we just had to make this call. There you have the
Okay,
response.
sir.
So let me show you this response. So if I go to this response page now, so these are the interactions that I told you about. This is so you can ask people question and you can be able to. You might not really see the persons that are answering these questions individually. So it's more like a vote. It's more like
Yeah. Oh.
yeah, it's like a poll and a quiz. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You know, but of course, we're also going to. There's also a feature that we're going to also integrate where you can be able to tell who answered what. So, how that would work is once somebody answers a poll, they will have to put in their email to submit, so that you can be able to tag that poll
Okay.
to an email and be able to respond to the person. It could be a survey you are running. You understand what I'm saying? It could be a survey you are doing.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you how these things work. Then when you see these leads are actually how you generate leads with your document. Because we also have forms that you can also integrate on your Disney, but this is not live yet. We're going to do this while we open
Okay.
our card. Then you come to this people page. So you might be wondering what is so people page is the CRM. This is where all those things you are writing about happens. And I saw you write about
Okay.
automations. You don't want to lose track. This, that, this. So this is where it happens. We call it the people page or the CRM or whatever. So inside this section, this is where you manage your teams and your customers. Your customers are the people you are aware
Mm.
of. You are transacting with them. Customers are different from leads. So if you generate a lead from a
Okay.
project, right? And let me go back to analytics. You go here and you generate a lead from a project, and sorry, let me go to a published project to see. Okay. So you go to a published project, you go to leads. So the people that give you their email from your presentation are stored here. They are not your customers, they are just your leads. Do you understand what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh. They're just your leads.
Yes, sir.
So you can decide to import this lead as a customer. You say, oh, okay,
Mm.
I want to follow up this guy. You import him as a. So when you import this guy, he's now your customer. So in this customer session, in this
Mm.
CRM system, what happens there is you're able to see activities. You're able to track them.
Okay.
So you can track the activities of your teams. So the only reason why you are seeing Austin this, Austin that is because I'm the only active. I mean, this is a test account. So had it been I had people active on
Okay.
this team, you could see that maybe somebody on my team. Let me use Nicholas. Say Nicholas did this, Nicholas did that. You will be seeing the activities Nicholas has performed on the app. So as the manager of your
Okay.
company, you can be able to see what people are doing, how they are doing it, who they are pitching to, what they are doing, what files they've uploaded, what document they've shared, what forms they've signed, what contract has been signed, who signed it, when did they sign it. So there are timestamps for all these things. Yeah. So this is
Okay.
the this is the people's the CRM. So you have all your teams, you have all your customers. However, beyond this data, beyond all these activities, we also have a system that even gives you some personalized conversation with a particular person. So if you click on a particular
Okay.
team member now, let me just click LCT Homes now. So let's assume that this is a customer and I want to get in touch with this guy. You click on this LCT Homes, you can see that there are different things you can do with this guy. You can, of course, see the
Yeah.
activities. This is now for a customer. So if I send this guy a pitch, I can see that he
Yeah.
has opened a pitch, or I can see that he has signed a contract, right? Now you have SMS.
Okay.
SMS is where you can text them, and when you text them, it hits their phone. You know all those kind of messages that you see on your phone. There's somebody is telling you happy birthday. You know,
Mm.
a business is telling you happy birthday. Yeah.
Like
So
normal SMS.
yes, normal SMS.
Oh,
That is, I mean,
wow.
that happens if the phone number of the client was actually provided. Remember, you can't bypass that.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to text this guy now and their phone number is not available on this CRM, there will be a response for that. They will tell you that there is no phone number to this customer. So in that case, you have to
Mm.
do email instead. So this email
Okay. Okay.
is also a real time interaction.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't need to go
Oh.
into my Gmail. I can be here and we can chat. So I can ask them how far
Oh.
their project. This is what we are on our project. Please, sir, can you help us sign the document? All those things. This is real time.
Mm.
Then you have your notes. So your notes are literally you just trying to make sure that you don't forget anything as relating to a client.
Okay.
So I can come and I can create a note um, and say make sure to have a call with Tiana today. And I set this note and I set a reminder to this note. I can say, okay, I want this
Okay.
to happen. I say, okay, I want this to happen. I'm going to set a time that you can see real time how it works. So I'm going to set this. Today is Thursday. I'm going to say it's 3:28 now.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set this to 3:30
Mm. Okay.
p.m. Then I apply. I've set the time now. So let's see. Let's see
Okay.
what happens in 2 minutes. So now, what happens here is it's going to remind me, not only inside the app, because we have a robust notification system,
Oh, wow. Okay.
but it's also going to remind me via email that, hey, you created a note and you want to follow up Tiana, please make sure to call Tiana or whatever.
Okay. So is this the normal email or the email on the CRM section?
No, it's the normal email. Any team member that put this thing is the one that is going to get the email, the normal email. So
Oh,
it's going to remind you within the
okay.
system, within OneDoc. It's also going to remind you via email because we also understand that not everybody will be on OneDoc every day because we
Oh,
don't have a mobile app yet, which we are also going to build in the future. Had even we have a mobile app, we could have done a push notification, just like the way you see Facebook reminding you that somebody commented on your picture, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. So let me go back. So yeah, so that's what happens with the notes. Then you have the info.
Okay.
The info is literally just the data of your customer. So this is like the data,
Okay.
bio data of your customer, their name, their full name, their email address, their phone number, their location, and any other thing you want to add. You can also add custom fields. Do you
Okay.
understand? Yeah. So that's it for the CRM. So this CRM, exactly the way I explained it to you. Okay, I think it has come. What's the time now? 3:30.
Okay.
It has come, but I need. Hold on. I didn't actually want to open this email until because I want to record a demo very soon. But let me check my mail. Okay, see OneDoc AI.
You should check.
A friendly reminder about a note you
Oh,
created. So if I click here now, it will show me um it's a you just read it however you just read it and they will tell you to view the note and all of that. But however,
is that
yeah, sorry.
I say it's already automized, like it comes with a personalized message.
Yes, 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 yes. So it's supposed to also show me a pop up here. I don't know why it didn't show, but let me just believe because I have two links open, but I'll find out. So, but of course, it's a
Let me
it's a
see.
work in progress. So but that's how the CRM works. This thing I showed you that happened in the customer section also happens with the teams. So it happens, on all this thing. We also have a robust payment systems where you can buy extra credit, buy extra workspace. Okay, I also forget to let you know that we also have so we understand that a lot of people have different businesses. You don't want to buy one dog and and let's say you are running two businesses. You have a farm and you also are a content person, and you want to whatever I digitalize these services, and you don't want to control two different accounts. You want everything to be in one account. So we have what we call the workspace. I think it's just a
Okay.
normal workspace thing. So you can create multiple businesses. So I can come here, I can add a new
Okay.
business. I can come here and I can view all my businesses. So if I see and you see that these are all my businesses, you see that in this particular business I have more teams. I have over one, two, three, four, five. I have over 17 members.
Mm.
If I come to this business, I have only
Okay.
one person.
Mm.
So,
Wow.
so if
Yeah.
I if I
Yes,
go
sir.
into this guy now, you notice that there is no recent document that has been published on this guy.
Mm. Yes, sir.
If I
Consider.
Yeah, if you go to the people page now, you see that there's nothing. It's just one team, no customers, and all of that. So let me switch back. So you can
Yeah.
also delete a workspace. You can do whatever you want to do with it and all of that. So, but yeah. So the reason why I'm showing you all these things so that you can also understand. First of all, you need to understand the overview. We are trying to make sure that we build for Africa, especially when it comes to document management. We are doing much more than DocuSign. DocuSign is literally just e-sign. And funny thing is, DocuSign does not even allow you edit a document. So they expect that your document is ready. All you just need to do is just to upload the document and place the e-sign information. Place
Okay.
the yeah. But we want to not just do that. We also want to help you create your documents, help you analyze your document. So you have a legal document. Before you sign, our AI can read this document and give you the implications. These are not live yet. I'm just trying to share you the idea.
Okay, sir.
Uh-huh. So, all right, I think I'm done with this whole workspace thing. So basically, this is the settings page, your workspace. This is where you do your workspace settings. You choose a logo for your workspace. You name your workspace or your business. You select the time zone for that particular
Okay.
business. You set the email for that particular business, just in case we want to reach out to this, like just in case us now, OneDoc AI now is trying to reach out to this particular workspace. Maybe you want to do other things. You have your teams. This is where all your teams are. This is how you can disable a team.
Mm,
This is their level, their roles, and all of that. How to enable the demo, remove, and all of that. You have your billing. So this is where you are billed, right? Then you have the admin. Admin literally takes you to the workspace. Then you have
okay.
other things like drive. This drive is where you save all your documents. So let's say you uploaded a presentation from Google, your videos, whatever it is you are doing. Then of course the drives are
Mm,
segmented into different files. You have images, videos, audios. You have AI content. So we also understand that people are actually paying for AI. People are paying to use this app,
yeah.
and they are generating content with our app, and we don't want to trash their content just like that. So for every time you generate a content, we save it for you, because you might want to
Yeah.
reuse it in the future. So we have in our media library, there's this section where you can see. We're going to also add that for generated content like articles. So but for so far we have AI image, we have all your background, all the images you've removed the background, we have all the AI enhanced documents and all of that. Then this is literally
Mm,
training, the videos where we upload trainings from time to time. So every time we have a webinar, we'll come here and we upload it. Why is this thing not showing well? Sometimes like this, Google does the
mm, mm, mm.
yeah. Yes, it's Google that is causing. I need to go and create a new Vimeo account, and so that we can use Vimeo instead. But these are all
So
videos.
is it affiliated to Google? Because you mentioned Google all this while.
No, no,
I'm
no,
even
no,
at
no, no,
that
no, no.
part. I don't.
No, 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 no. What I mean is this is a YouTube video that we embedded in this system. These videos are YouTube videos.
Okay.
So sometimes YouTube takes time to load up content. Hello there and welcome.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. All right. So no, it's not related to Google though. So we have other help decks. We have a robust help system. We have a robust roadmap. We also have a lot of things, just to make sure that our users are happy. I'm going to just show you a little bit of what happens on our help desk. So this is the help desk. You know, um, okay, hold on, let it load. So on the help desk, of course, you have the URL where you can just click to log in. We have the where you can submit a ticket. So you're having issues with one of the features, you can just come here and submit a ticket. We also have a live chat, right? You can come and you can chat us. We have support agents that are everywhere to help you, assist you with whatever issue you're having. Then you have articles and all those things that would help you navigate your way through the app. Some of them we need to update, but most of them are current. All right. I just want to show you. So stuff like this. Some of them are current. Some of them we need to update. But yeah. Okay. So that's for help desk. Then we have roadmap. Um, yeah. But this roadmap we've not updated it anyways. But this is what I need to update it, because most of the things that we have on the coming soon are already done. I need to push them to done, then create new these things. So we have stuff like in progress, next, committed but later, all those kind of things. You can still hear me, yeah? Hello, can you hear me? Hold on. I think my speaker is out. Just hold on. I'm gonna try it again. All right, so let me continue. You can hear me now.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so let me go into the builder. All right, so this is the template area. Um, we also know that, I mean, I'm a business person, so I know that most businesses don't have time to start designing. In fact, that's why they even pay for services like this. They don't want to start designing stuff. They just want to go there, pick a template, and use it. So we also understand that, and we've built out really really nice templates. I'm going to just find one and pick now. But of course, these templates are also
Okay.
going to be improved. We are going to be hiring professional designers the moment we go live. We're just trying to cut down on a
All
lot of
right.
expenses so that we're able to pay the right teams now. So of course, you have where you can preview
Yes.
templates and where you can use templates, and all of that. So let me go to use this template. So when I click on use the template, it takes me to the builder. So if you notice something very close, you see that this URL is slide dot.
Yes.
So by the time we release forms, it will be form dot. By the time we release e-sign, it will be e-sign or contract dot.
Mm,
Mhm. So that's
mm,
the ecosystem for OneDoc. So the idea is to have a one document stuff for a business. So you don't have to be every time. When you come here, everything about your business is secured. So we need a lot of educational content to buy people's trust. Because somebody will be
yes, sir.
thinking, like somebody asked me one time, how am I sure that you will be seeing all the money I'm signing, all the contract I'm signing? I say, sir, sir, of course, we won't see it, but if need be for us to see it, it's just like you chatting on Facebook. It's not like Facebook cannot see your chat, but if there's a need for them to see, let's say an investigation arises and FBI is asking for data,
Yeah.
they will go in and they will,
They,
but ordinarily, nobody will
they
come
will.
and be checking your, how many persons will want to check their contracts when we have 1,000, 2,000,
Uh,
3,000 users, 1 million users. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I was telling him, see,
that's
we
true, sir.
we won't check it. We won't check it. But if there's need, if you do anything, we know nice. Or maybe you hit a threshold, and we want to now move you from the normal clients to the HNI users, like high network individuals. Maybe you hit a benchmark on our usage, and we're like, oh, who is this guy? you know we can now start checking,
Yes,
looking
yes.
through your document, trying to see how we can even help you improve on your business processes. But this is what the builder looks like. So this builder is an intuitive builder. It's a drag and drop. This is like Canva. To put it in short form, this is like
Okay.
Canva. It's a drag and drop builder. Literally anything you want to do is here. you know so
Okay.
you can add it. Let me just create a new slide. Then I'll just choose a single column. So you can add text. You can type on your
Okay.
text. You can generate content using AI. So I can come and I ask AI, write me a headline for agro farming. Make it formal.
Is AI part of the WhatsApp? Hello, sir.
Yes, 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 yes. It has AI integration.
Okay.
So
One.
I'm
Okay.
starting AI now inside OneDoc now already. So if I
Okay.
click on this now, so you see AI gave me a response.
Mm,
So I can click to copy or replace. So when I click on
okay.
replace, it just updates that particular text.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Um,
So you have other design tools like line height, change font, change all these things. You know what I mean? You can highlight some. Okay, let me hold on. So you can highlight some. I think there's something this guy needs to also change. So you can highlight some features on. Let's say you want to highlight something on the. So you can come and you
uh,
can highlight some spot. So it was just
uh,
designed with intuitiveness because me, I'm a marketer. I know what people want. You know. So, but like I
yes.
always say, these are just designs. Nobody cares about all these things if you don't communicate to them the value. Do you understand?
But it has to be attract.
Huh?
It has to be attention grabbing to some extent.
Yeah, yeah. So you now that is a writer now, you understand where this thing comes into play. That's why you said attention grabbing. So while you are
Yeah.
designing, you need to make your design really nice, and all of that. Hey, it's because you are a writer. An ordinary person don't care
Mm,
about this
that's
one. They don't want to do something. So it's our job now to now find the benefits of all these features. Literally, I've been showing you features here and there.
yes, sir.
It's for us to now sit down and say, okay, what is the benefit of this feature? How does it connect to a typical business person that wants to close a deal, right? You now find
Mm,
English and that speak those grammar and all of that, you know. So you see that you can generate content, you can even translate. So you're trying to pitch to a Chinese company and you want to just dedicate. You know that they speak English, of course, they speak English, but you just want to impress them with maybe a page in your
yeah.
presentation that just speaks to their language, and you can just come to that page, just
Yeah.
click on translate, just click on Chinese.
Wow.
Chinese is not what's that other language called again? I don't
I
forget.
don't know.
I don't think it's Chinese. I don't forget that. I don't forget. Let me just use another language. So you can just call. Eh?
China is the country.
No,
Chinese is the language. China is the country.
Chinese.
Yes,
I
now.
can't find Chinese here, but no shaking. We'll find out later. But make I just use another
Yeah.
one. I can just use Japanese.
Okay.
You can just translate. You see, and you can replace,
Wow.
and it retains everything. It highlights everything.
Mm,
So,
mm,
you know how to sell this. We're going to hit a unicorn. If I don't know about you, but me, at the
mm.
time my team, we are going to hit a unicorn. This app should do $1 million so very soon. $1 billion rather. That's
Amen.
unicorn. You know. Yeah,
Amen.
yeah, amen, amen. So this is the whole idea. This is the whole idea. Like we are just. This is literally everything you see here. This is how everything is going to work. So even if we release contracts, the only thing that is going to be different is the sizing. This is this is a portrait. No, sorry, this is a landscape because it's
Yeah.
presentation. By the time
Landscape.
we release there, it will now become portrait. But the system
Mm,
has already been designed. You understand? The app has already been
mm,
designed. Yeah. So what we just want to do is just to keep releasing as we keep going. Just keep releasing. But we don't want to release after. We don't want to release until what we've built has been validated. So this presentation has to be validated. We need to hit like at least 2,000 users, get feedback from them, so that once we release e-sign or once we release forms,
mm,
we know that we already have a chunk of users readily available to dive in it. Do you understand?
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, literally that's all. So you have media. AI can also help you generate content. You can just maybe say agri. Let me just put
Mm,
farmland with a man in it. I can just select the style. I can say painting or I can say whatever. Let me just say anything, and I can generate.
okay.
So I want you to have an understanding of everything. I just hope these people never. Okay. All right. So you see the response.
Mm,
So I can just come now and I can just use this guy. Remember, the images are saved for you. So if you come back and say, "Oh, I want to use the second picture," it's not like we. If you go there now, you might not see it now. See, you might not see it again. But don't forget that we have it here on the drive, on the uh, art generated images. Okay, it's not available here, but I'll find out why. But this is supposed to be stored here. I just want to also remind you, you know. So you have your image here. So you can literally do anything. Okay, let me even show you. I can actually come and say, yeah, I want to remove this background of this image. I can just come here, background remover, and remove the background of this image. And I can click to use.
mm,
And the guy is here.
mm.
And I can remove this old one. You understand? So yeah, so it's literally like Canva. Even though we have some lags here and there, some one or two bugs, but of course, as time goes on, we'll become better. Things will improve and all of that. So we have a robust undo and redo features too. So you can undo, redo, whatever it is. These are the things that DocuSign does not have. I also don't want you to mention DocuSign in your content because I don't want us to call attention to them. But you just know what you are writing. So when you are writing, you should know that, oh, okay, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is it, you know, and
Okay.
all of that. So let me show you the interactions because that's the one I'm even more interested in. So before I go over the
Okay.
interactions, we also have stuff like Teams, that lets you, let me just do it. So I can come on this thing now. So I'm a business and I say, oh, I mean, our business branding does not allow black. We don't do black. I love this template, but I don't like the fact that it is black. You know,
You can change the color, right?
yes, you can just change the color with a single click. You can just
Okay. Okay.
do, yeah, rebrand your template with a single click.
Mm,
You know, so you can also undo them when you want to change it. But let me go over to do the. Let me do the. Let me do the. You can change it independently, one like this. But what I mean is changing the overall ecosystem of a
mm.
design with a single click.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I get it.
All right, so if you go to this, let me just show the interaction. So this is like the two interactions we have now. We're going to have more going forward. So, but if I come here, if I click on poll, so you have this something like this. I can say what's your favorite social media platform?
Okay.
I need a new laptop as well. Okay. Are we still together?
Yes, I am.
So the builder, this pose, like everything, like every other thing, they are intuitive. So what it means is they are very flexible. So somebody might look at this now and say, "Yeah, it's clustering." No, all you just need to do is just adjust it. So you can adjust it
Okay.
however you want. So you can. It's quite
Mm,
intuitive. Yeah. So you can you ask for. Okay, let me just put the. I can say Instagram. I can say LinkedIn. You know. I can say Facebook. Then I can allow for multiple answers. Then I can start customizing. I can say, okay, let me make these fonts inter. I mean, these things are like I always say, these are just features, But it also allows people to be flexible enough to do whatever it is that they think resonates with their target
mm,
audience. So it's not we don't want to constrain people to template or whatever. So somebody might come and say, this is how I want it to be. Oh. No problem. It's available
mm.
for you.
Yes.
Yeah, so the post can also be customized. You have different ways you can customize your post. So you can come and say, I want the front background to be black, right? I want
Mm,
the prompt options to be, let's say, dark blue. I want the response to be darker shade of blue. You know, I want the whole thing to be oval. Like I want the border radius to be curved. Okay, I need to adjust the font colors. Let me make them white.
mm,
You see. So when you are done,
mm.
of course you can add more options. We have
Yeah.
where you can add more options. When you are done, you can just activate your poll. But before I activate that, let me also do the quiz so that I can share you the two of them so that we can look at the two of them together before we call
Okay.
this call before we call it a day rather. So I'll just highlight this guy and take it to the other side. Of course, I'm going to adjust it. So remember, quiz is different from poll. So when you are setting quiz, you have to determine the answer. So that's why we say that to set the answer, click the checkbox beside each option. So you can decide to say, okay, this is the answer. So I can ask, are you a Christian? Let me just quickly ask, are you a Christian? Then I can say yes as the answer. Then, of course, I wouldn't want to spend too much time on the appearance, but let me just make the let me just turn it to something maybe more interesting. Let me just use this color picker and pick a color. Make it lighter. All right. So I'm going to activate this quiz now.
Okay.
Then I'm also going to activate this poll now. So all these things that we are doing, they are auto saving. They are saving automatically. If you
Oh,
notice that there is this thing that is always doing, you see it here. Look at, there is something that is, see that stuff. If you can see my mouse.
I can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I told you about sharing a document with somebody directly. So this is where you do it. So let's say you have a founder or an investor that you want to share a document with specifically. You can just add their email here and share it to them to view. So that way you can track exactly what they are doing on your document. But if you send it as a public document, it will be restricted. You can only see anonymous. Though it will also help, it will inform you, at least you know that, oh, okay, everybody that is coming here is living at page 10. So it will give you an overview of what's going on. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So all right, so that's it. But this is not where we're publishing. We're publishing here. So this is for your preview. So you can click here to preview what you've done. However, if you click on publish, so I remember I told you about the time boxing, to time box a presentation. So this is where you set it here to add a deadline. You also can enable
Okay.
password, and all of that. So but I'm going to skip all these things. I'm going to just click on publish. So when you publish now, it just shows you so that sound, I don't know if you heard the sound. That sound you heard means that you published the document. So the reason why you're showing me this is because I've published it. So and when you publish a document, whatever you do on that document is going to be updated live. So let me give you an instance. If you share a document with somebody and you realize that, oh man,
Yeah.
there's a typo on the document, all you just need to do is just to come and update the document, and whoever has that link will get an update of that particular error.
Wow.
So, but I'm going to just click on yes, continue. Then I'm going to
Okay, you
copy
mean
this.
after being sent, one can still edit, right?
Sorry?
So you mean after the document has been shared and there's a mistake, one can still edit the
Yes.
already shared document?
Yes. You don't have to resend
Oh,
it. You don't have to resend it. Yes.
okay.
So that's why it's showing you that warning that whatever you do here will be available to everybody that has already gotten this thing. So you are aware. Maybe you can make a copy. Because if you mess it up, some people will come
Okay.
and they will mess up with presentation. They don't know that somebody is already having access to that thing. Though we are going to also have options where you can download as PDF, and all of that, so that if you decide to download it as PDF, we don't have it here yet. But let's look at this together. So I'm going to open an incognito window. I'm going to paste that presentation. So so you see, it's asking me if I want to if they know your location because of that tracking we did.
Mm,
But some people will turn it off anyways. But yeah. So literally, this is the presentation. Different pages that you wrote about. Clinical, you are doing it like this, and
mm,
you are going. You know. Um, then let's get to that. What's it called? Interaction.
mm.
So this is your teams. Then let's get to interaction. So this is the interaction now. So you can ask, what's your favorite social media? I can say LinkedIn, and I've answered this.
Okay.
And I can say, are you a Christian? If I
Mm.
say yes, it will show me. So it's showing me, and this is
Okay.
this
Yeah.
is this is real life. This is real time. So if somebody else comes, okay, let's
Mm.
try it again on another incognito, so you can understand what I mean. So you now know how to frame your words. But the idea is we need to talk about
Mm.
one dog. We need to talk about one dog. Sometimes you are talking about the whole idea. Sometimes you are
Yes, sir.
talking about what presentation. So it mustn't be always about sales, right? You know, I know that's what I communicated to you when we started, but that's why I had to jump on this call with you.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So let's answer the poll again and see. So, um, do you like Instagram? Let me do Instagram this time. So I do Instagram. So if I do Instagram now we now have two votes, 50-50.
Yeah.
So I can see that somebody
Yes,
already
yes, yeah.
voted Instagram. Sorry, LinkedIn. So it's showing me a total
Mm.
count for two.
Yes, sir.
So if I are you a Christian, I can say no. Even though it will show you that,
Mm.
I mean, it's showing you, see now, you have one vote for yes.
Mm.
And you can't change a quiz. You can't change an answer for a quiz. I believe it's a universal
Okay.
thing. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
universal thing. You can only change for poor. I can decide to. I think yes. I think we gave the option of select one or more. So I can say okay. I